My name is Elvin Salinas. I am the Whig Technical Community College Student Government President. My question to you, Mr. Gingrich, is do you see this Republican Party as being counterproductive to the goals accomplished with the contract with America and other goals since the Republican Party's gain of both House and Senate?
Well, I don't know that I'd say that it's been counterproductive. I'm disappointed that we have not balanced the budget again. We balanced it for 4 consecutive years. I'd like to see them have dramatically more reforms, and I thought, frankly, the President's speech last night was encouraging in that he talked about reforms in health, he talked about reforms in math and science, he talked about reforms in energy. I think those are all important areas where we need to be moving in the right direction. And I'm hoping that the Congress, the House and the Senate, will move to pass legislation this spring that begins to move us more aggressively in the right direction in all those. I do think that people in Washington, and this happens in state capitals too, you're in Raleigh, have asked this question, the people in the middle of the government get totally involved in the day-to-day process, and I think they sometimes forget the big picture and the need to have the scale of change we need if we're going to compete with China and India. And the President, I thought last night, actually did a pretty good job of saying, look, if we're going to be competitive, I mean, he raised 2 really important issues. He said, if we're going to compete, we have to have very substantial change so that we have the right kind of jobs and the right kind of investments and the right kind of savings. And I think he's exactly right. And I want us to compete with China and India. I think it would be a big mistake to run and hide and fail to compete. Second, he said, and I thought for a Texas politician to say we're addicted to oil was a real break point. I mean, you would never have expected somebody who came from the oil patch to be honest and blunt about it. The fact is we need a new energy strategy, and that new energy strategy has to wean us off of oil over the next generation and move us to a very different economy. And I thought that was important. That's going to require real reform. And there are going to be some very big fights as the old line interests try to stop the kind of changes that we need.